Maybe that bath was a bit too hot. I slowly walked back to my room, trying to cool down my overheated body. Maybe my body feels so heavy because I stayed in the bath for too long. Or, well, maybe it's because I ate too much for dinner. We didn't just have fish, we also had sea snake soup, and it was surprisingly delicious. Oh yeah, that sea serpent. Mwah! Sara was scarfing it down and even asked for seconds. What's this? Pieces of paper are scattered on the floor. They look rather familiar. It was yummy, thanks, Sara-chan. These are Kuon's notes. There's no mistaking it. Judging from what's written, they must be from when Sara collected Kuon's dishes from dinner. Honestly, didn't Sara notice that? Did she drop them? I followed a trail of notes, picking them up as I go. Sure, feel free to ask me anything. Sara must have asked Kuon something. You're so naughty, but wait, what? What the hell did she ask? I think you'll come to understand when you grow up. What the hell were you asking her? It looks like Kuon answered the question. Yeah, she dodged it like the Matrix. Sara-chan, do you like Setsuna-san? Oh my god. What? What's Kuon talking about? And how did Sara answer that? Oh, maybe I can guess from Kuon's response. What did she write next? Did she really write that, or rather draw that? What? What happened? Here, you can use this. Blush. What did you give her? There's a piece of tape below the scribble. I've been keeping them on hand just in case. What the hell is this about? Do I really have to answer that? Yes, please do. I'm incredibly curious now. Okay. Oh, it's the big reveal. Preoccupied with the notes, I run into a door at full speed. Hey, this is my room. The trail of notes has led me to my own door. This is like the breadcrumb trail, which means that Sara's inside.
遅いです、せつなさん。待ちくたびれました。
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to expect. I don't fucking know what I'm going into right now. I was right.
せつなさん、なんだか顔が赤くないですか?
Yeah, it must be because I stayed in the bath for too long. I'm lying. My long bath isn't the only reason why my heart is racing.
それはいけません。さあ、すぐにベッドに横になってください。
Oh, so you're gonna give me another massage just because I'm too hot? Whoa, how? She pushes me onto the bed without giving me a chance to reply. For some reason, I don't have the will to resist either. It's kind of warm. And the pillow feels a little damp too.
実は、せつなさんを待っている間に少々居眠りをしてしまいまして。
You slept in my bed, Sara? Sleeping in a guy's room? How careless can she get?
すみません。気になりますか?
Not really. I mean, it doesn't matter. Usually, I probably wouldn't even have noticed. But now, the warmth and scent Sara left on the bed are all I can feel. I can't take my eyes off of her as she twirls her damp hair between her fingers. And I can't help but wonder why Sara was waiting for me.
濡れタオルでも持ってきましょうか?
A cool towel? No. I'm fine. No, I'm not. Seriously, what's wrong with me? It feels like the core of my body is on fire. And there's this prickly sensation in my chest. At this rate, Sorry, could you open the window a bit wider? I need some fresh air.
はい、ただいま。
The sea breeze drifts into the room when Sara opens the window. It's a tepid wind at best, but still cooler than the air in the room. Alright, at least my head's cooled down a little. Thanks, I feel a lot better now.
ダメですよ、せつなさん。もう少し寝ててください。
When I try to get up, Sara pushes my upper body down to the bed again. What the hell, girl? So aggressive. Or rather, so in control. Though I'd finally calm down, her touch on my skin immediately heats me up once more. I can't stand it any longer. Ah, wait, what?
せつなさん、これは。
Did we just grab her? I suddenly realized that I'm clinging to Sara.
何か言ってください。
What do you want me to say? I don't even know what we're doing. Sara doesn't resist my embrace. You went to talk to Kuon a while ago, didn't you?
どうしてそれを？
I mean, you left all the fucking notes behind. What did you talk about?
それは。
It's leading us down a very obvious path, right? But the reason why I'm very hesitant to say the obvious is because what if it's not the obvious? What if they're like, you know, tricking us, right? They want us to think the obvious, and then boom, they're gonna hit you with something else. And then I look like a fool for thinking the obvious. So I'm not gonna say anything, but we all know. Sara whispers near my ear.
それはですね。
Her voice is incredibly sweet. Why is she so precious to me?
海蛇の利用方法についてです。
Oh, see, this is what I mean. This is not the thing that I thought about. How to use the sea serpent. Oh my god. Wait. I think Sara actually literally asked Kuon about the sea serpent. And Kuon thought the sea serpent was, you know, a metaphor for something else, you know? The sea serpent in someone's pants. Huh?
もしかしたらと思い、クオンさんにお伺いしたんです。
Oh.
確かにこの島では海蛇を古来より薬として用いてきたんだそうです。
Huh.
ですがその効用は。
Sara averts her gaze.
勢力増進だそうです。
Wait, what? It's an aphrodisiac? Now I get it! That explains why I've been so excitable today. Wait, did he give me some of that shit? The fishmonger must have the totally wrong idea about us now.
で、クオンさんからはこれをいただいて
Oh
しま
my
いま
god,
し
she
た。
did give you a balloon, didn't she? I look at the small object in Sarah's palm. Oh, it's a Johnny-san. A Johnny-san? Go on. She has the wrong idea too.
どうしましょうこれ。
You just blow it. Blow air in it. Don't ask me.
うん。
It's actually a condom, isn't it? Sara shoots me an almost feverish glance. Wait. Don't tell me she's in the mood. Come to think of it, she's the one who ate the most of that soup. It's a fucking aphrodisiac and we all ate that fucking soup. Oh my god. I snatch it from her hand in a flurry. This is what we have to do with it! You gonna throw it out the window? I toss it out of the window with a strength worthy of an Olympian. Spinning around like a throwing star, it sails through the air towards the beach. Like slap right in Rinne's face.
お
God, what were the chances of it hitting Rinne in the head on her walk? Oh god, Sara, hide! Lower your head! You push her down. Oh god, it makes it seem weird too. I put my hand on Sarah's head, pushing her down beneath the windowsill. If Rinne finds out, I'm definitely going to get kicked out of this house and gonna be fired. Actually fired. Did she leave?
そんなに頭をグリグリされると。
Oh, sorry. No, we have to stay like this a little while longer.
私、なんだか変な気分に。
Really? Why is that?
せつなさん、頭なんかじゃなくて、もっと。
Can I what? Go where?
もっと、こっちを。
What? At this rate, being found out by Rinne will be the least of my problems. Calm down, Sara. Come back to your senses, please. Come back to Earth. I shout at her as I scuttle into the corner as fast as I can. Sara? Jeez, don't let out such a pathetic whimper.
すみません。私、つい。
What do you want from me, girl? Oh no, we know what she wants. No, it's okay. I don't think we can give it to her, not without ending up in jail. Don't come within the meter radius of me anymore today. Got it?
はい。
At least she's very willing to accept that. The distance. For a minute, we stand along the wall of my room, staring at each other. This silence is probably going to last forever if neither of us says anything. But I feel like I'd only say stupid things if I open my mouth, so I'm not sure how to break the silence. I mean, my head's been filled with nothing but stupid and unnecessary thoughts the entire time. Like, what would have happened if I hadn't let Sara go from my embrace? What would have happened if I hadn't thrown that thing out of the window? And what if I'd continued petting Sara's head? No. What am I thinking? I can't let my desires run rampant. Gotta control yourself, boy. I'm the older one here, so I should take responsibility and say something to change this awkward atmosphere. So, did you come to my room because of what Kuon told you? What am I saying?
まあ、全くその気がなかったといえば嘘になりますが。
Oh, you shouldn't be listening to that crazy old bat. Does she mean it?
だからといって別にそそのかされたから来たわけではありません。
Huh?
ここに来たのはあくまで私の意思です。
Okay. Huh? Okay. Let's calm down and just sort this out. Kuon told you that the sea serpent's venom works as an aphrodisiac.
はい。
And you came here in your PJs immediately after your bath. We're really gonna analyze this.
はい。
And then you laid down on my bed, waiting for me to come back.
はい。
You should have taken advantage of this opportunity. No, you can't do that. Yeah, she's still immature. In my confusion, I hear an angel and a devil whispering into each ear.
もしかしたら私たちは重大な間違いを犯していたのでしょうか。
Yes, the angel says yes. A mistake? That's right. This is a mistake. We lost sight of our goal, swayed by the atmosphere. Our goal, the reason Sara and I are together.
海蛇にはバイモン病を治す力はなかったのでしょうか。
Seems like, but this is the weirdest part. If the venom is actually an aphrodisiac, why was the venom in the soup though? Right? That doesn't make sense, because the venom glands were removed by the fishmonger, and Sara kept the glands separately herself to create medicine of it, right? So there shouldn't be any sea serpent venom in the soup itself. Right? I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the case. So why are we like aphrodisiac? Huh?
魚屋さんもクオンさんも海蛇の紅葉を知っていました。それくらいこの島では昔からよく海蛇を利用していたんです。にもかかわらずバイモン病の治療薬として知られていないということは。
Apparently, I'm the only one who'd lost sight of our goals. I got engrossed in the fishing, stuffed myself at dinner, and allowed myself to be tempted by a girl. But in the meantime, Sara didn't forget her own goal. And then she came to my room because I'm the only one she can talk to about it. And yet, here I am losing myself to temptation. How pathetic. Whew. Alright, time to get back to business. Don't you think it's a bit too soon to give up, Sara? Maybe the Garando family kept the recipe for the medicine secret. Maybe they made up the aphrodisiac story to divert people's attention from its true effect. Yeah, they didn't want to give away their secrets. Doesn't it happen a lot? Authorities deceiving the people in order to protect their own power, I mean...
ですが
Sara's face remains clouded over. I can't blame her. After all, I know that what I'm saying is something very unlikely. Wait, I feel like I'm about to remember something.
いいんですよ、せつなさん。
No, give me a moment. It's like right on the tip of my tongue.
もういいんです。
Sara flashes me a slight smile and shakes her head.
今日は外れだったというだけです。また明日から別の方向を検討しましょう。
You'll force yourself to smile again, just like you did today? And you'll keep on doing so tomorrow, and the day after, It's been that way the whole time up until now, too. She was going to curse me by using venomous insects, but in the end, we just played around while trying to catch them. Then, we were going to investigate that haunted area, but it just ended up being a leisurely swim in the ocean. Yeah, it always ends up being like that, right? We have an initial goal or like plan to do for the day, and we just get derailed or sidetracked and we don't end up doing that. And today, we were going to find a cure for soot blight syndrome, but instead, we enjoyed a day of fishing. We're just killing the small mysteries all around us. What will be left in the end? Nothing but a bland, boring, real world. This is so stupid. It's okay to make mistakes.
はい？それはどういう？
I approached Sara, breaking the 1 meter rule I'd imposed on us myself. I'm talking about the reason you came to my room. You said it was because you were in the mood, right? Bug catching, swimming, and fishing. For a girl like her, they're all precious summer memories, especially when enjoyed together with a guy. What are you trying to say? You want to give her more precious summer memories? So what's wrong with adding another memory on top to top them all? One to top them all. It'd be nice if she could look back to it one day and reminisce about the fun she had this summer. That's one way to look at it. But
それとこれとは別の話です。
that isn't what she wanted. I know, we're not going out or anything. It's not what she's after, so it wouldn't make her happy. Maybe I'm not the right person for this, but maybe nobody in the world is qualified enough to be by her side. What she wants is someone who exists outside of all logic and reason in the world.
せつなさんは私と恋人になりたいんですか？
What? What? Well, if you're asking?
私は恋人とは自分の命をかけられる相手のことだと思います。その人のためなら死んでもいいと思えるくらい好きな人のことだと思います。ですが私は
I already know what she's going to say, but she still says it out loud. You don't feel about me that way?
せつなさんのためには死ねません。
Alright, no boyfriend, girlfriend then. Got it. Crystal clear, Sara.
なすべきことをなさずに死ぬことはできません。
It's not like I was interested in that or anything.
せつなさんはどうなんですか？
No, I got my own shit to do, girl. She's asking me for an answer, even after she's rejected me, yeah. Would there be any point in answering honestly? Would I be willing to die for Sarah's sake? Oh god. I would die for her? I can't die for her. Oh god. I mean, I got my own shit to do, girl. I can't die for you. Hell no. You think you're so important that I'm gonna die for you? Hell no, girl. I'm the same as Sara. I didn't spend all this time with her because I wanted to make some fun summer memories. That's not why I'm here. I can't die for you either. These are my true feelings. If Sarah's life were in danger, right in front of me, I'd most definitely try and help her, and I wouldn't mind doing anything to accomplish that. But what if sacrificing my own life were the only way of saving her? In that case, I'd probably leave her to die. Bye-bye, Sara, good luck. I may end up regretting it deeply later, but I'm sure that's the choice I'd make. Because Sara and I are comrades, nothing more. I just now realized that we actually made a choice which could potentially lead to a bad ending. And I didn't actually give it any serious thought. I kind of just memed along and just like, oh, she rejected me. And they're like, yeah, you rejected me. Well, I wasn't gonna ask you to be my girlfriend anyway, right? Just kind of shrugging it off. But the more I think about it, I'm not sure if we made the correct decision here. But, you know, if we didn't, then it's a good way of exploring the bad endings, I suppose. If one of us collapses along the way, it's the other's task to take up their load and keep on moving. That's what it means to be comrades. But...
なら、私のことは気にしないでください。
don't have to worry about you, but this is your route, girl. I feel like I kind of have to worry about you. Whether we're dating or not, whether there actually is a romantic aspect to this route or story or not, I feel like I still have to at least worry about you.
私の弱音なんていちいち気にかけないでください。いつものことですから。
Is she going to keep on repeating the same cycle? Is she going to forget about yesterday's disappointment and today's despair, just to go through the same thing all over again tomorrow? Hasn't she considered that doing so will lead her nowhere? Yeah, nothing's changed. Everybody is bound to experience disappointments in their life, and everybody will be overcome by despair at some point. Not that I have the right to talk, having no memories of any such things, but I'm sure I've experienced them before. That's why I can't afford to stand still here. There's no need to. Sorry for bringing up these weird things.
いえ、気にしていませんから。
Sara smiles as if she really is unfazed. I see. This is how she's been living up until now, but this is not... Yeah, I feel like this is the bad ending. Because, like, this is indeed how she's been living right now, but, like, don't we kind of need to break the cycle? Or try to?
では早速、今後の作戦会議といきましょう。
Because otherwise it's just going to be the same thing over and over again and we're not going to accomplish anything. Her disappointment and despair is what keeps her going. I should use her as an example to follow and do the same. About that, there's something I've been wondering. I finally remembered what I was about to say. It wasn't just a random whim. I've definitely seen something about the connection between the sea serpents and soot blight syndrome before. Whoa! Oh shit. God damn, why does it always have to do that? That freaks me the fuck out. The True Legends of Urashima. That's right. It's that book I found with Rinne. One of the illustrations in it showed a woman dressed in black, together with some kind of snake. Thinking back, that picture must have been... Let's go, Sara. To the underground library. There, we'll find what we're looking for. Oh, she's never seen this before, right? The moment we step inside, Sara lets out a gasp of amazement. It's my second time in here, but the sheer amount of books still dazzles me. Rinne's father, Ohara Norimasa, was a folklorist, and apparently he was doing research on the island. Why didn't this place come to mind as soon as Sara said she was going to stand up to soot blight syndrome? I must have been afraid. I felt as if the person who left that threat towards me might still be here. No, maybe the reason was much simpler. I'd been ignoring the past. I thought that as someone from the future, the past didn't matter to me, and there was no need for me to know it. But that just isn't right. And he summarized the results of his research in... Ah, here it is! It's this book! I picked the book up from the pile. The True Legends of Urashima. Look at this page, Sara. I opened the book on a page in question and handed it to her. Do you see it? She seems to have caught on immediately.
蛇ですね。
Yep, serpent. And look at this woman's clothing. She's covering all of her skin. Sure looks like a soot blight syndrome patient to me.
しかし、これは...
She's what? She starts to say something, but then seems to change her mind and swallow her words. Do you know that woman? I already know what she was going to say. This woman obviously looks like a witch. Oh god. So the witches don't represent the Garando family. They seem to represent soot blight syndrome patients as a whole. The legend says that the disease is a curse cast upon the islanders by a witch. But in fact, it's the ill who were taken for witches and treated with contempt. So people thought that the patients of soot blight syndrome, the sick people, were witches?
では、魔女の住む島、暴流島というのは...
Sara's question presses me to scan the page for further information. I'm trying to pick up on some key words from amongst the scientific jargon. The custom of exiling criminals simmers or sinners rather, not sinners, sinners with N's, and the contaminated exists all over Japan. Urashima, which is a single island far removed from the mainland, could be considered a perfect location for a penal colony. What the fuck? This island is like how Europe treated Australia?
この汚れを負ったものというのが梅門病患者のことでしょうか。
No, I'm sure it's not just them. It probably refers to anybody affected by illness. Look, it also mentions serpents. Serpents have traditionally been likened to dragons and are worshipped as the messengers of the gods. Therefore, people who were bitten by snakes were said to have incurred the wrath of the gods and were punished for their sins. Back when there weren't any effective ways to treat diseases, the ill were feared, shunned, and despised, and you just fucking shipped them off to this island? Nowadays, on this island, soot blight syndrome patients are still treated that way. There's nothing strange about that. If the disease were contagious, the lives of everybody in the village would be in danger if it were ignored. So, in order for the group to survive, it is necessary to expel the weak. The community on this island descended from a gathering of exiles, and the mainlanders derogatorily called it the island where witches dwell. So, Boryujima referred to this island. We're Boryujima! We're the witches! We're all the witches. Oh my god, now it makes sense, right? Are we the ones that steal people and like... Wait, what? We thought, right, that Boryujima was from the perspective of our island. But it's actually from the perspective of the people on the mainland. That our island is Boryujima. And we come at night and steal away your babies.
それではガランド家、私の祖先は
They had the power to drive pestilence away? No, it's the exact opposite.
私たちも病人や罪人だったんですか。
Well, it seems like everybody is. Eventually, they created the legend. It allowed them to assert that they were no criminals, and that they had a legitimate reason to govern the island, and to paint over the stigma that they were witches.
ガランド家はこの島にとって特別な存在ではなかったのですか。
No, that doesn't seem to be entirely right either. I mean, you're still part of the three families, right? I flip to the next page and skim it over. It outlines the history of the formation of Urashima. The true purpose of the deportations was the stabilization to stabilize society. The system was deemed necessary in order to fortify social structures by removing any impurities. The same can be said about the small community of Urashima. By expelling the corrupt and the contaminated, the mainland was able to obtain peace. But it's impossible to erase any impurities from this world by simply pretending that they don't exist. That's why history repeated itself on his island. The Garando family were the ones who first proposed the subjugation of the island. They started ostracizing those who threatened the island's public peace. Oh boy. I unconsciously stopped flipping the pages. Wanna stop? Or do you want to keep on reading? There's no response. But Sara doesn't nod either. I flip to the next page. They were especially thorough in dealing with sufferers of soot blight syndrome, a mysterious disease that they feared. Newborn children were deliberately exposed to the sun, and if they displayed any symptoms, they were executed on the spot. Holy shit, that is cruel as fuck. Holy shit. Really? Any child that showed symptoms? Well, sorry, you have soot blight syndrome, chuck, executed. Sara has believed in the legend and the prophecy since she was little. It was her only solace after having lost her parents. But what's written here is the opposite of everything she believes. Oh my god. there's no doubt that this contributed to saving the island. In order to save the majority of the people, a minority had to be sacrificed. I mean, it's fucking cruel, but seems like it was necessary. Right? Saving or sacrificing a minority to save the majority, to save most people. Yeah, I don't know. But just how brutal can people get? How far can they go in order to survive and still get away with it? Well, apparently really, really far. It was turned into common practice, and the ceremony became known as the Sun Tribute. Oh my god, they even had a fucking name for it, and it sounds cool as fuck. The Sun Tribute. The Fire Tribute ceremony, which is still performed at Urashima Shrine today, is said to have been derived from this. Fire Tributes?
覚えています。母が大きな松明を手に待っているのを。
Oh my god. So you're saying... Is the Garando family like behind that? They're like the people that killed the babies in the Sun... What was it again? Fuck, I already forgot the name. The Sun Tribute. Right, that's what it is.
それは幻想的で、子供心に憧れて、いつか自分もやってみたいと思っていました。
Well, now you know the meaning behind it, the real meaning.
勝手に真似をして怒られたこともあります。
Yeah, I understand why.
一つ一つの動きに意味があるのだから、と。それからというもの、手取り足取り、正しい舞い方を叩き込まれました。
Oh god, so you know it? You know the dance? The specifics of the ceremony aren't recorded in the book, but they were passed down from mother to daughter. Sara is the only person left alive who knows it.
あの舞に、そんな意味があるわけ。
Oh god. The Sun Tribute was transformed into the Fire Tribute and lost its original purpose. Even its specifics have been lost to history. The past is slowly being forgotten. I felt like I heard this weird voice like ooh, 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 in the background just now. The fuck? Oh, there it is again, kind of, but less creepy this time. With the passage of time, the Garando family stopped committing these brutal murders. With the arrival of Western medicine, Urashima finally started modernizing. However, sufferers of the endemic disease were still discriminated against, as of old. Their existence was still a heavy burden on the island. As long as the disease exists, Urashima will not have a future, or at least so the Garando family believed. Their new policy was to remove the sufferers from the towns and hide them from public view. So that's kind of what's happening, like Kuon for example, right? Even now, several dozen patients still live confined in isolated huts scattered across the island. But then again, like Kuon may be isolated, but the old lady at the restaurant thingy that we ate earlier, right? She isn't. Sara and I exchanged glances.
まさか。
The hut we found on the shore, and the one in the mountains. Oh my god! So Maya had soot blight syndrome? Were they built in order to quarantine, that's the word, quarantine soot blight syndrome sufferers? Now, they've been abandoned, but when this book was written, about 10 years ago, there were still people living in them? In one hut I visited, there lived a young girl, all by herself. She must have been separated from her family at a very young age, since she was unable to speak or understand language. I decided to give the girl a name. Maya, oh my god, Rinne's father named that girl Maya, the one that ended up being friends with Sara. It's the name of Sara's friend. So she really existed. And she was quarantined in that small hut because she had soot blight syndrome. It was probably a secret, only known to a handful of adults like Ohara Norimasa, a member of one of the three families. Considering like all the new information that we're getting now about sort of the history of the island, it seems like we've actually made the right choice here, right? Because it feels like we're progressing the story. Of course, there would have been no way for Sara to know at the time, and there shouldn't be any official records of it either. Still, this is the true origin of the story, is about people being spirited away. So spirited away basically just means that they were put inside of a hut, quarantined, kept away from normal people because they were sick. They had soot blight syndrome.
じゃあ、やっぱりマーヤは火事で。
I can't answer that question. She'd been isolated from the community. It's not hard to imagine that everything would have been hushed up if she'd been killed in a fire.
そんなわけがありません。
Oh my god. Sara skims over the pages again with bloodshot eyes. However, the answer couldn't possibly be found there, because this book was written before the fire occurred. Eventually, she reaches the final page and stops. The final page contains an afterword. I cannot judge whether or not the conduct of the Garando family was proper. There is also plenty of room for argument as to why they had that special right. However, personally, I wish to believe that they willingly took on the dirty work in our stead. As a member of another of the three families, I cannot blame them for anything they did. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it was, right? Like, it was incredibly fucking cruel what the Garando family did, but they did it for the betterment of everyone else on the island, right? And sometimes, I'm not saying this is that what they did is like is justified or anything like that, but sometimes in life you have to make hard decisions that do end up hurting people. Now in this case it was fucking executing them, but like sort of to compare, right? Sometimes you have to make very difficult, hard decisions that other people don't want to make, but it still ends up being the best decision for everyone involved. And seems like nobody really wanted to make that decision, so the Garando family took it upon themselves to actually just do it, right? The burden of the sin ought to be shared by us all.
罪。
Is it really a sin to weed out the weak? Or are the weak ones themselves the sinners who deserve to be punished? Or does the sin lie with society, which is too weak to survive without sacrificing anybody? And who is supposed to bear the punishment for the sin?
嘘ですよ。
If this is all true, what's inside that book, right? I feel bad for Sara, yeah, because like everything that she grew up to believe in turns out to be lies.
こんなのは嘘です。
Or else she's probably just saying, right? It's impossible for her to immediately be like, oh yeah, this book is telling the truth. Everything that I have been taught, learned, and know from my family, the history of this island, and blah blah blah, it turns out to have all been a lie. That's much harder to accept than to just say like, no, fuck it, this book is wrong, this book is a lie.
私たちが罪人のはずがありません。
But I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know which one is the truth.
だって私には島を救うという宿命があるんですから。
But what if that destiny was shaped by the sin she inherited from her ancestors? Is this the punishment bestowed upon the Garando family to keep on struggling towards an unattainable dream?
こんなのはガランド家に対するただのやっかみです。ガランド家を貶めるための妄想です。
The time should be about to change. The threat of soot blight syndrome and the grudges between the three families are all becoming things of the past. And the children should have been able to gain their freedom.
そうですよ。小原家は自分たちが没落したからってガランド家の足を引っ張ろうとしてるんです。
I don't know. I'm not gonna pick any sides here because I seriously fucking don't know. But nothing has changed yet. Sara, who was looking towards the future more than anyone, is still trapped in the past. No, maybe that's only natural.
私たちはこんなことしていません。
How do you know, Sara? I know that's what you want to believe, but how do you know for sure? Sara wasn't looking towards the future. She was just averting her gaze from the past.
刹那さんは 信じてくれますよね。
Nevertheless, I can't just blame her.
どうして何も言ってくれないんですか？
I don't know what to say, I really don't. The ones at fault are her ancestors, who tried to conceal the past and allowed it to fade.
まさか信じたりしませんよね。小原家の人間が書いた本なんて。
So that means it's automatically a lie? That's not true, Sara. I point to the last page in the book. I would like to express my sincerest thanks to Garando Maria for her invaluable advice in writing this book. Oh my god. Turns out, yes, it was written by an Ohara, but he got all of his information from a Garando herself, Maria. Garando Maria. It's my first time seeing this name, but I've got a hunch who it refers to. Her mom? Sarah's mother?
お母さん。
Oh boy. Seems like she outed the entire family. It seems like I was right. This book contains the dark pages of the Garando family history, which they've kept concealed from public view. It would have been impossible for someone from the Ohara family to do all this research by himself. Your mom helped him.
でもどうしてお母さんが。
I don't know. This one sentence isn't enough for us to understand the full circumstances. However, she probably wanted to bring the chapter to a close. No matter how much of the past is concealed and forgotten, it won't erase the sins they committed. If she delayed the atonement even further, her daughter, Sara, would have had to take it over. So she did it to protect you, Sara. In order to close this chapter of the past, it was necessary to publicize the facts. That's why she worked together with Ohara Norimasa, Rin's father, to create this book. But they both passed away before it could be published, taking their wish to face up to the past with them. No, that's not true. At this very moment, their wish is being conveyed to the next generation. Yep, because the book wasn't published, Sara is now, stuck with it to some extent. You don't believe your mom? Yeah, what now, huh, Sara? It's easy to say that, like, her position before, right? Oh, the book is all lies. My family wouldn't do such a thing. But the moment you realize, oh, my mother actually helped him write that book, that changes everything. That's a game changer right there. So what now, Sara? Do you believe your mother about the deep, dark history of your own family and your ancestors? Or are you just still stubbornly going to look the other way and pretend that it's not true? Sara flinches and looks up at me with a slightly fearful expression. I can see the confusion in her eyes. Everything she believed in until today was just disproved by her own mom. And if her own mom can't be trusted, then who can? Didn't you say that you wanted to be like your mom when you grew up? She decided to face up to the past. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty... I don't know if heroic is the word, the best word, but like courageous. I'd say that's probably a more fitting word. Like, it's a pretty courageous thing to do. If you ignore any inconveniences, and arm yourself with warped logic, the veneer of lies is going to start peeling off one day. And once it's exposed to the salt wind, it's only going to rust. How about you? It's okay to dream big and to work towards your ideals. There's meaning in trying to make progress. But that only rings true if you know exactly what you're working toward. If you're just running without believing in whatever lies ahead, then you're just running away. The problem is, what do you believe in?
私は
Her mother, who uncovered the past? Or the prophecy brought here from the future? That's a tough one. What's worth believing in to Sara? Maybe it's her own wish.
私にはわかりません。
Yeah, I mean, If I were Sarah, I'd be the same. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta sleep on that one, okay? At the very least. Maybe about a week. Like, holy shit. Right? Like, believing the book, it it sort of changes her whole life, or it gives her another outlook on her whole past, her whole history, her whole upbringing and everything.
そんなことわ
Everything that she believed
かる
in.
わけないじゃないですか。
And that's another, yeah, that's true. There's no way for her to actually know. Right? Because she can't just ask like her mother, oh, is this true? She can't just ask Rin's father, because Rin's father is also dead. So kind of the two people that seem to actually know, or like other members of her family, Sara can't just ask them. So there's no actual way for her to know. She just has to choose based on, well, I don't know, intuition, feeling, whatever. Guess? It's not as if Sara never doubted whether she was really the one who'd saved the island. She's been hesitating almost every day, experiencing anxiety and despair, and yet she's kept on trying to believe with all her heart. She's just barely managing to keep herself together by trying not to hesitate or doubt, and trying to expel all thoughts about it from her head.
私には何の力もないんですか。私じゃ誰も救えないんですか。じゃあどうして私はガランドサラなんですか。
Because you were born to your mother? She finally brings up the question she's avoided all this time. What's the meaning of her life?
答えてください、せつなさん。
I don't know! I don't have an answer for you, Sara. I'm sorry. I'm not the one who can give her the answer. Usually, it's something that a parent has to teach their child. It's their responsibility as the one who gave the child life. But Sara's parents are both gone.
お願いですから教えてください、せつなさん。
I don't know! For a very brief moment, I feel an intense hatred towards Garando Maria, who left nothing but this book when she passed away. If only she were alive, Sara would have been able to live her life as a normal girl. But
私は何のために生きてきたんですか。
because your mom and dad fucked, that's why. Sara just declared that she couldn't die for my sake. But what is she living for? All I can do is watch her as her tears stain the pages of the book. I can't even stop those tears, much less answer her question. I just declared that I couldn't die for Sara's sake. But then, why am I here? Why am I here with Sara? Wipe Sara's tears away, wait for Sara to stop crying? Oh boy. I mean, I don't know, like, wiping Sara's tears away here is kind of like comforting her, right? It's also like indirectly saying as if we have an answer for her, which we don't. Which would be the other. Like, I don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to do for her. Do we have even any obligation to do anything for her? But like, a girl's crying. I mean, like I said, that's one of my weaknesses. If not the weakness of mine. I don't know if this is the correct choice, but I just can't. I can't let this slide by. I have to wipe away the tears. Right. Wiping her tears is the least I can do. I'll keep wiping them until her tears run dry. And if they never do, I'll stay by her side forever. Even if we don't know the reason, fact remains that she's here, and I'm here too. Sara. I reach out for her face when... Huh? Wrong choice, motherfucker! A sharp pain shoots through my arm. It's like I'm overcome by a sudden muscle ache. What?
せつなさん。
Suddenly, I'm laying powerless on the floor. What the fuck? We just like collapsed? My body feels heavy like lead, and I can't move a muscle. I can't even breathe properly. What's this? What's wrong with me?
待っていてください。すぐに人を呼んできます。
Sarah's footsteps disappear into the distance. But I can't turn my head to look at her. We can't move our body at all? All I can see in front of me is that book, lying on the floor. The pages of the book start flipping, as if it has a will of its own. What the fuck? It's possessed. Ah, I'm suffocating. My consciousness is fading. What is doing this to me? My vision is going dark, and the last thing I see before it fades away completely is that illustration of a woman holding a snake. Oh, wait, it's not a bad ending? What the fuck? Something is jiggling right in front of my face. I feel like reaching out to touch it, but my body won't obey. My vision is blurry and my eyes won't focus. This is Maria, right? Still, I'm sure there's something there. After a while, it comes even closer. They're so close that my lips are almost touching it. Then, I finally realize what it is. What, a snake? But boobs! Oppai! Right, a fair pint of boobs. A fine pair of, what the fuck did I say? A pine fair? I don't know what the fuck I said. A fair pint of boobs, clad in pink, are dangling right in front of my eyes. Huh, this must be heaven. I'm okay if I died. Does that mean that I'm dead? No, this has to be a dream. Yeah, it's the sequel of the dream I had this morning. I mean, sometimes it does happen when, like, the dream continues. Now, it's very, 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 very rare that it continues, like, the next day or the next night when you go to sleep. But it seems like we're fucking lucky. It was a choice between continuing the dream from last night or winning the lottery. Those two things happening were, like, about the same odds. And, well, seems like we picked continuing the dream. And if this is a dream, then it's okay to grab him. Focusing all my strength into my fingers, I reach out for those dreamy boobs. 5 more millimeters. 3, 1, so close.
ダメ。
Huh? I'm never giving up! Whoomp. Wait, where's my big-breasted lady? I look around, scanning my surroundings. Where is she? Where did she go? I'm on an unfamiliar bed in an unfamiliar room, and... Oh shit, hey Sara! Sara embraces me with tears in her eyes. Hey, why am I half naked? What the fuck happened? So I'm okay? I'm safe? But why? Like, that's the exact same pink thing that Sara's wearing right now. But her mother was wearing that in, like, that dream or vision or whatever the fuck. Memory? I don't even know what that was exactly. Glance of the future? No, that can't be it. I don't know. My nipples! She's rubbing against them and it tickles! I don't know, probably kill yourself, I don't know. Your snot, it's getting on my nip. Hey, I don't want your snot on my nipples, okay? I don't want snotty nipples. Okay, but could you get off of me? Oh, yeah. Sniff up that snot, please. Or get a paper or something, you know? What's going on here exactly? My right arm seems to be bandaged. We were in the library, right? And then I suddenly couldn't move.
ここはモリス診療所。島で唯一のお医者さんです。書庫で倒れたセツナさんをモリス先生にお願いして運んでもらったんです。
I see. I'm finally starting to get an idea of what happened. I passed out and they must have treated me here while I was out cold. Which means those boobs I just dreamed about must belong to that Dr. Morisu.
モリス先生、来てください。セツナさんが目を覚ましました。
Please, doctor, may I see you? Now, we know it's not the doctor, right? Because it looked like a much older Sara. Sara calls out towards another room, and I hear footsteps approaching. Oh, am I finally gonna meet my first well-endowed woman on this island?
あ
What the fuck?
あ、誰かわしを呼んだかいの。
You ain't got
最
boobs?
近補聴器の調子が悪くての。
Get out of here, old man. It's an old geezer with a face like a burnt toast. Holy shit. Burnt toast, that's a good one. Why? Why must boobs forsake me?
せつなさんが目を覚ましたんです。
おお、なんか言ったかいの。
Are you deaf?
せつなさんが目を覚ましました。
Okay, he's deaf. Is this going to be okay? Dr. Morisu, what happened to me?
あ、なんじゃって。
Oh my god, dude! Get a fucking hearing aid! Jeez. What happened to me?
まあ、いわゆるヘビ毒中毒じゃの。
Poisoned by a snake? How? How did I get poisoned? Unless that sea serpent, but it said snake, not sea serpent. The sea serpent was wrapped around my arm when we caught it, right? But as far as we know, it didn't bite us. So how did I get poisoned by the sea serpent? That seems out of the question. So that makes it even weirder. How did I get poisoned by a snake? Right? And why did like suddenly magical, like the book started flipping and then we saw that image of the woman and the snake? Did somehow the snake in that book poison me? How is that possible? That defies all the you know, all the logic of this world. A snake? Wait a minute. I don't think I got bit. The fishmonger took out the venom glands for us.
はあ、なんか言った
Oh
か
my
いの。
god! How many times do I have to repeat this kind of exchange? I wasn't bitten!
サラちゃんから聞いたぞ。海ヘビを他の魚と一緒のバケツに入れとったそうじゃの。
Oh, so you're saying the other fish actually got... That some of the poison actually got inside the bucket because we put the sea serpent in there? Or maybe the sea serpent bit some of the other fish, poisoning those fish, and maybe I ate that specific fish that the sea serpent poisoned?
お方、海ヘビに噛まれた魚を食ったんじゃろ。
Okay, but then why did it take so long for it to kick in?
選ぶ海ヘビの毒はハブの100倍強力じゃからの。
Oh shit.
口や胃に傷でもありゃ、そこから体の中に毒素が入ってくる。
Oh fuck! And I bit my cheek, remember? Ah, I think I know what he's talking about.
なに、高血清を打ってやったからの、もう大丈夫じゃ。
Whew, thank God.
まあ、手当てが遅れれば死んどったかもしれんが。
So it was a close call. Wait, forget that. Is Sara okay?
はい、この通りです。リンネさんとクオンさんも念のため検査していただきましたが、異常ありませんでした。
So I'm the only one? The only unlucky one? Oh, I see. That's good. It seems like I was the only unlucky one, yep. Or maybe I'm lucky for having survived. Well, we got unlucky for eating that specific fish and then lucky for having survived. So we're both.
先生、今夜は入院になるんですか？
直接噛まれたわけじゃなし、これだけ元気なら心配はいらんじゃろうて。そうじゃの、念のため一晩くらいは泊まっていってもいいが、どうするかね。
I don't know, I don't mind. I look down at my body and try opening and closing my hands a couple of times. I feel a little sluggish, but it doesn't seem to be anything serious. I'm fine. I'm going home. Thank you. This is my first time at a hospital, but I feel like I'm dealing with some kind of remote tribe.
で、治療費の方じ
The
ゃ
fuck?
が
I gotta pay you? Ah, I forgot about that.
明細は後で出すが、だいたい15,000円くらいかの。
15,000 yen? That much? I've been taking quite a few days off lately, so I think I only have about 40,000 saved up. Well, at least we can afford it. It's quite a hard hit in the wallet, but I suppose my life is priceless. What about MasterCard?
この人
Yep, don't have life insurance.
となると5万円くらいにはなっ
What
て
the
しまうの。
fuck? For real? Please put it on my tab. Goodbye to my life's savings.
もちろん構わんよ。じゃがこういうやり方もある。
He whispers with a crafty grin.
サラちゃんを治療したことにして保険を適用させるんじゃ。
Oh, you sneaky, sneaky doctor. Hey, is that okay?
あ？なんか言ったかいの？
I think that would be fraud.
せつなさん、声が大きいです。
Yeah, maybe it's not something we should be shouting. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I mean, if I don't shout it, he won't hear me.
のう若いの。
Well,
嘘には2種類あるんじゃよ。誰かを傷つけるための嘘と誰かを救うための嘘じゃ。
so you're saying this is a good lie? A lie that helps people?
わしは誰かを救うための嘘ならついてもいいと考えておる。
Okay, that's fine by me. Lies that help people? I mean, we've kind of been doing that a little bit throughout a lot of this game so far, right? But won't it end up hurting somebody else if...
それでお願いします。
Yes, let's go with the fraud thing. Sara?
ここは甘えておきましょう。実際、私が毒に当たっていたかもしれないわけですし。
Well, she isn't wrong, but I wonder why this doesn't sit right with me.
夜分遅くご迷惑をおかけしました。
Everybody in the neighborhood is like wide awake because of our screaming.
いいんじゃよ。人を救うのが医者の務めじゃ。
That's true.
うん？なんか言ったかいの？
No, she didn't.
ありがとうございました。
Sara and I both bow to him. Thank you very much. I'm still a bit bothered, but I suppose I should be grateful for his help. Oh yeah, now I remember what bothers me. Don't you have a doctor with big boobs?
突然何を言い出すんですか、せつなさんは。
I really just want to know where the boobies are. This is really important to me, okay? I'm sure I saw a lady with big boobs.
どうせまたいやらしい夢でも見ていたんでしょう。
Could have been that. But that jiggling was so realistic. It couldn't have been a dream. Yeah, that was like real life physics. They definitely weren't created by multiple layers of padding. It was the real thing, I swear. Oh shit, dude.
その話はもういいでしょう。
4 layers. Where did those magnificent boobs go?
せつなさん、やはり少し入院していかれては、頭の病気で。
I think I'm fine. Why are you getting upset? Things are starting to get a little awkward between Sara and me when the doctor interrupts.
ウーランちゃんのことかね。
Wait, what? There actually is someone? Uran-chan? Uran?
有馬ウランちゃん。先月島に赴任してきた新しい看護婦じゃや。
Wait, really? Show me her. Let me see her. New nurse? I like the sound of that.
せつなさん、
Where is Uran-chan? Where? I'd love to have a chance to meet her and see... No, express my gratitude. She showed me something amazing. No, she saved my life.
とっくに帰ったよ。君が眠っている間にの。
God damn it. That's such a shame. I'll come again, okay? I'll eat another poisoned fish and I'll come here again.
できればこんなところには何度も来てほしくはないの。
Yeah, hospital is not a place you want to come regularly.
そうですよ。さあ、行きましょう、せつなさん。
I promise, I'll come again. Sara half drags me away from the clinic. The trouble we're willing to go through for boobs, huh? Shoulder to shoulder, we walk along the road, back towards the mansion. With her short legs, Sara occasionally falls behind and has to break into a jog to catch up with me. Come to think of it, this is probably my first time out at night with her while walking. I slow my pace a little in order to match hers. This way, I can look at the surroundings and enjoy the scenery at my leisure. Wow, the stars are so pretty. I don't think we need to yell anymore.
それはもういいんですよ。
My bad. Oh yeah, she's right. I'm finally alone with her again. There ought to be something more important than the scenery to talk about. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
迷惑などかけられていませんが、
Is she still in a bad mood?
違うものならいっぱいかけられましたけど。
What's she talking about? What else could I have done to her? Oh. Sorry for making you worry. How must Sara have felt, waiting for my treatment to finish? Did she pray for my recovery while she was waiting for me to regain consciousness? The wait must have been pure torture. How anxious she must have been while praying was all she could do. First of all, I need to apologize for what I made her go through.
すごく悪いです。せつなさんは極悪人です。
Maybe that prophecy is true, alright. The other one of me being a villain and coming here. Well, no, in that one she actually kills me, so never mind.
100回死んでも許されないくらいの人手なしです。
Damn. I resign myself and listen to her abuse. I must have hurt her just as much as these words are hurting me, after all.
だから、
She tightly grips my sleeve.
死なないでください。せつなさん。
I mean, I haven't died that much this game, and one of the ways that I have died is because of you, Sara, so, just saying. If you don't want me to die, don't kill me. I won't. I promise. Today, I said that I can't die for Sara's sake, but I need to amend my statement a little. I can't die because I need to be here for her.
すみませんでした。私が海蛇を捕まえたいなどと言い出したばっかりに。
Nah, I was totally on board with the plan. I'm just as much responsible if you think about it. I knew that it was venomous, so I shouldn't have been careless enough to throw it into the bucket alive. If fortune hadn't favored her, then Sara would have been the one to get poisoned, and her small body might not have been able to withstand the poison's effects. We should have thought this through more carefully.
はい。気をつけます。
We both. Sara and I haven't found our purpose in life yet, and we still don't know why we met, or why we're still sticking together. But I feel like we've at least found a reason why we can't afford to die just yet. I'm so glad there's a doctor on the island. It was a pretty close call, wasn't it?
モリス先生はこの島になくてはならない人です。それに引き換え、私は
Oh, pish posh. Sara's face clouds over.
苦しむせつなさんを前に何もできませんでした。
Yeah, but so many people wouldn't be able to do anything. Only a person who had the antidote. It's nothing to blame herself for. Regular people have no choice but to rely on doctors when they get sick. Sara isn't at fault whatsoever. And yet...
やっぱり私は人を救える力が欲しいです。
She's the one with that wish.
ガランド家の名前も予言も関係ありません。私は私の大切な人が暮らすこの島を救いたいです。
I mean, that's kind of a development, right? That's a change. She wants to save the island now, not because of the prophecy or what she thinks she's meant to do, but because she actually wants to. No matter what hardships she faces, no matter how unattainable her dreams, she never gives up. That's just who she is. I might have been dead if you hadn't been there with me. You called the doctor, didn't you? If you hadn't, I would have probably just died there on the floor.
そんなことは。
Yeah, so you did save my life, Sara. Indirectly, though it may be, but you still saved my life. Have some confidence. You saved my life, you know? It's perfectly possible to save people, even if you don't have any special powers. Sara's reply is nearly inaudible. almost drowned out only by the sound of the waves. People's powers are so small and insignificant compared to the large ocean waves. We don't have the power to split the rowdy seas and walk right through. But that doesn't mean that we're completely powerless. Sara's rapid response saved my life, at least. And her answer reached my ears, if no one else's. Your ancestors must have had the same worry as you, and so they did whatever they could in their respective lifetimes. That's why you're here right now. So I think it's alright for you to be proud of them. I don't think this is what Dr. Morisu meant exactly, but all deeds can be divided into two categories, those that hurt others and those that save others. But they're two sides of the same coin. Sometimes you have to save somebody by hurting someone else, and sometimes you hurt somebody by saving someone. There's no point in discussing whether such acts were right or wrong. If that's what the ancestors decided to do after careful deliberation, we have to respect their decision. Yeah, if they like actually just thought about it and like, you know, weighed all the pros and cons against each other and then ultimately decided that that was the best choice, it just kind of seemed like if the two choices were, you know, protect the people on the island and, you know, unfortunately go through with that sudden tribute thing, kill babies that actually were affected by Soot-Blight Syndrome, or let everybody on the island die, then, well, even though the first choice may be crueler because you're actively executing and killing babies, but the second one, the end result is ultimately worse, because everybody dies. So, yeah. Why do you think your mother left that book? I thought it was because she might have wanted to close a chapter of history, but maybe there's a different reason. Maybe she did it out of respect. Well, she must have been shocked and disappointed when she first learned about what her ancestors did. Just like Sara. But she couldn't condemn them for it. They dirtied their own hands for the greater good of the island. She couldn't denounce that as entirely wrong. Surely, she must have wished to save the island as well. Just like Sara. So maybe she helped write that book in order to justify their actions. People have very limited power. That's why they try so hard to make use of the power that they do have. And sometimes they hurt others in the process, while sometimes they saved them. That's how history is written. This is all just speculation on my part though, but can't you believe in your mom a little more if you think about it that way? Behind us is the path that our ancestors have laid out, but that doesn't determine our future course. The ancestors are just watching over us from behind. That's why we're able to progress towards the future with confidence.
はい、そうですね。
And that's also why Sara and I can keep on living.